Women can't lead. Women can't win. They will always be outsmarted and outmuscled.
You were wrong. There is something more dangerous in this world than a humiliated man. A nasty woman.
Welcome everyone. Today we are here to discuss an important topic, gender equality. It affects all aspects of life, from education to the workplace and politics. While progress has been made, many barriers still exist and we must work together to break them. We have an incredible panel with us today. Mia, a dedicated women's rights activist, Dr. Aisyah, a professor of gender studies, and Ainin, a corporate leader who advocates for workplace diversity. Each of them brings valuable insight to the discussion. Let's begin our first topic, education. Education is the foundation of gender equality, yet girls in many parts of the world still face barriers. Mia, what do you think are the biggest challenges preventing equal education for girls?
For me, there are several major challenges. Cultural norms still prioritize boys' education over girls in some communities. Financial struggle also play a role. If a family can only afford one of their child, they will afford their son over their daughter. Early marriage forces many girls to drop out of school before completing their education. Even basic resources like proper sanitation in school are lacking, which can discourage girls from attending, especially during menstruation.
That's a serious issue. Lack of education for girls affect not just individuals but entire communities. Dr. Aisyah, from an academic perspective, are government policies making a real impact, or is there still a gap between policy and real change?
To some extent, yes. Many governments have introduced scholarships, awareness programs, and school safety initiatives. These efforts have helped, but enforcement remains a challenge. Policies alone are enough. Schools must actively ensure a safe and inclusive environments are provided for girls. For example, making sure there are female teachers and providing mentorship programs can make a big difference.
That makes sense. It's not just about having policies, but ensuring they are properly implemented. Now, let's move on to our next topic, women in the workplace. Despite progress, gender inequality in the workplace is still a major issue. Women continue to face wage gaps, fewer leadership opportunities, and workplace discrimination. Ainin, as a corporate leader, what do you think companies can do to create more equal work environment?
Okay, there are several key steps companies can take. First, pay transparency is crucial. Companies should openly disclose every salary structure to prevent wage discrimination. Second, mentorship and leadership programs specifically for women can help bridge the gap in executive role. Third, flexible work policies such as remote work and parental leave can support working mothers and prevent career setback due to family responsibilities. However, the biggest challenge is unconscious bias in hiring and promotion. Companies need training program to address these biases and ensure fair opportunities for all employers.
Those are excellent points. However, workplace can change also requires government support. Mia, what policies should government implement to support in the workforce?
Government should enforce stronger anti-discrimination law, ensuring that workplaces are held accountable for gender-based bias. Paid parental leave, not just maternity leave but also paternity leave, is essential for balanced caregiving responsibility. Diversity quotas for leadership position can also be effective in industry where women are underrepresented. Lastly, affordable childcare options are crucial because many women leave the workforce due to childcare responsibilities.
Great insight. Creating an equal workplace requires a combined effort from both business and government. Now let's talk about women in politics. Women are still underrepresented in politics. While we have seen female leaders rise to power, they're still a minority. Dr. Aisyah, why do you think it's still so difficult for women to enter and succeed in politics?
In my opinion, there are multiple barriers. First, cultural biases. Societies still associate leadership with men, making it harder for women to gain support. Second, financial barriers. Running a political campaign requires resources. This is where women receive less funding than male. The third one is safety concerns. Female politicians face higher level of harassment online rather than male. Many also experience double standards where they are judged more harshly for their personal lives rather than their policies.
That's a serious issue. Women face so many obstacles in politics, from cultural biases to financial struggles and even safety concerns. Ainin, do you think gender quotas can help increase women's representation in politics and create real change?
Yes, gender quotas are a great start, but they shouldn't be the only solution. Quotas ensure women have a seat at the table, but they must be supported with leadership, training, and financial backing. Additionally, the media plays a huge role rather than focusing on a female politician, a prince, or personal life. They should focus on her policies and leadership skill. We need to change the narrative around women in politics.
Absolutely. Representation matters, but it must come with real support system to ensure long-term success. We have covered education, the workplace, and politics. Now, to wrap up our discussion, let's agree on one key action that will have the biggest impact on gender equality. Mia, what do you think?
Education. Everything starts with education. If we teach young boys and girls about gender equality from an early age, we can change social norms for future generations.
I completely agree. Schools must integrate gender equality lessons into their curriculum. We need to challenge stereotypes early and promote equal opportunities in all fields.
Yes, but education must be followed by action. Government, business, and individuals all have a role in turning this lesson into real opportunities. We can just talk about gender equality. We must actively work towards it.
That's a great conclusion. We all agree that education is the foundation of gender equality, but action is what drives change, whether in schools, workplace, or politics. We must work together to ensure equal opportunities for all. Thank you to our panelists for their valuable insight, and thank you to our audience for joining this important discussion. Gender equality benefits everyone, and it's up to us to make it reality. Let's continue breaking barriers together. Thank you.
Now I can't remember